Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for another parent training episode. If you have not seen our previous episodes in our series, I strongly encourage you to go give those a look. And as always, be sure to give us a like and subscribe for the latest ABA news. So today we're going to be going over a very, very important topic, and that is reinforcement. So without reinforcement, it becomes more increasingly difficult to encourage new behaviors to occur more often. So this episode we're going to go over how to implement those and also the different types of reinforcers that we come into contact each day in our natural environment. This is a very important section, so I'll be covering it over the next two videos. So let's get started.
You are probably asking, Kyle, what is reinforcement and why is it so important? Well, we encounter reinforcement every day in our lives, and you just may not realize it. So let's take a look at it. Reinforcement, put plainly, is any stimulus change that will increase the likelihood the same behavior will occur again in the future. A couple of examples of reinforcement would be like social praise when a student gets a correct answer, getting to play on a tablet after cleaning up a room, getting paid for coming to work are all examples of reinforcement. By receiving these types of stimulus immediately after a response occurs, increase the likelihood that these behaviors will occur again in the future when the same conditions are present. Typically, there is 5 different categories of reinforcers. These are primary reinforcers, like food and drinks, social reinforcers, like high fives, social praise, tangible reinforcers. These can be like your child's favorite toy. Then we have activities and privileges, such as going to the park, playing video games, watching TV. These are all different types of activities that, if given access to, increase the likelihood that a behavior will occur again in the future. And then finally, we have tokens. Even though tokens have no real value, they are used to purchase some other type of reinforcement. So I want you to think about when you were back in kindergarten and you would get some type of like gold star or smiley face. And if you got enough, you could pick a prize from the treasure box. So that, in essence, is a token economy. So now that we know the types of reinforcers, you're probably saying, Kyle, when do I use these things? You will give access to reinforcement immediately after the desired behavior occurs. It is important that we do this as quickly and consistently as possible. And to do that, there is a rule I want you to follow, and it's called the 60-second rule. After 60 seconds has passed, reinforcement is no longer effective. Too much time and possibly more behaviors have occurred since then. Also, the longer you wait, the less value a reinforcer has on behavior.
Alright, so now we have an idea of what reinforcement is and how we can use it to increase behaviors that we want to occur more often. So, over the next video, we will be continuing going over reinforcement because it is such an important aspect to behavior. So we'll be learning the difference between what positive reinforcement is and what negative reinforcement is. And then we're going to be taking the principles that we've learned from this section here and applying it to those. I can't wait to get started with you all next time. And as always, have a great day.